Hello YouTube and welcome back to my latest video. I know I haven't posted in a while and there's weird reasons for that, but this is going to make up for everything. I'm going to keep everybody up to date. It's been an active weather pattern lately and I'm sorry about that. It's about to get a lot worse. According to the thumbnail and according to me myself, it's not looking very good for a lot of the people in the United States, especially for the severe weather aspect of things. A lot of outdoor items are going to have to be tied down. And I mean that as in thunderstorm activity. Taking a look at the GFS model, you see thunderstorm activity really bloom all over the United States, stretching from the Arkansas area to the Indiana area to even the Louisville area. This entire area is going to be affected by thunderstorm activity for the next couple days, including severe weather situation that's going on today, which is existing in the New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio area, tracking set storms in Texas. You see thunderstorms really erupt all over the Tornado Alley area, as well as the thunderstorms in New York and Pennsylvania to kind of really increase throughout the evening. These thunderstorms will be severe, as well as in the Indiana area, just south of Indianapolis, though I don't rule out impacts in the Indianapolis area, especially just south of that. I think that's where they could receive the most impacts, at least according to this model. But you definitely see a lot of thunderstorms here really erupt here. The big Texas hailstorms erupt as well. Those have really been going on for a couple hours now, and those persist into this intense line of thunderstorms, which lasts all the way to the Oklahoma City area, before a second round of thunderstorms develops tomorrow evening. That second round of thunderstorms will persist into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, likely bringing large hail and damaging winds. Though Dallas-Fort Worth, if these thunderstorms just get scattered enough, you could actually be spared here from these intense hailstorms, heavy rain, frequent lightning, and large hail. The NAM model here, however, depicts a different story for Dallas, Texas, as it sees the same storm's fire quickly forming into a squall line, really just dissipates as soon as it gets to Dallas. Then once that dissipates, a new round fires, and this is the round that will affect Dallas, and a large, intense line of thunderstorms slams into there. Now, do I think this will happen? No. However, I do think Dallas, Texas will at least get some thunderstorms out of this. It just depends if you get in one of these scattered thunderstorms or not. Taking a look at the latest HRRR model for these thunderstorms, by the way, HRRR is HRRR, you see these really expand across the Texas area. These really advance mid-Texas, though we see this main cluster of thunderstorms, that's going to go off into the Oklahoma area. Can't rule out tornadoes in this large MCS cluster, though. Though this cluster of thunderstorms, which is this massive wall of rain and hail, with a bunch of embedded tornadoes inside of it, extremely dangerous. Does it make it to the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area? According to our latest model run, no. It instead flies to the north of that, and a new area of thunderstorm sparks in mid-Texas. That is the one that could impact the Fort Worth area. If this area of thunderstorm activity goes to your north and this area of thunderstorm activity goes to your south, you could just have a safe haven in the middle. But honestly, I don't think that's what's going to occur here. Instead, I think the southern end of this line will clip northern Dallas. It'll be quite intense. And I think that these storms over here will just slam right into Dallas. I think you're going to get a lot of thunderstorms coming up here. What I am shocked about, though, is these dew points that the GFS model is forecasting. You really see them all over the United States, getting up into the mid-60s and 70s. This will continue as those Texas thunderstorms persist, including massive drops in dew points. Now, if Texas gets enough time without rain, which I don't think it will, could have those fires again, but I don't think that's the case. I think this will be more of an all of the United States severe weather event. And the National Weather Service does agree with me, as it shows these dew points here really all over the United States, stretching into the southeast. This is where we can see thunderstorms that are a little bit larger. They'll be more confined into the Mississippi, Tennessee area more than the Tennessee Valley. I think we could get some thunderstorms and showers there. New England area, after these high winds move through the Massachusetts and Connecticut area, as well as these rain and thunderstorms, after that occurs, you sort of see this cool down up there with this area of low pressure kind of swinging some snow back into northern Maine. Will we get snow there? It's only time can tell. And then we see a re-thunderstorm initiation over here in the Alabama area, which could also be associated with the squall line of thunderstorms. The National Weather Service does acknowledge this, showing two areas of enhanced risk here. One of them in the northeast, and one of them is in the more southern United States, near Texas, with a slight risk all around. Anywhere in these colors, including the dark green, though the light green, not really, could see intense severe weather today, in the form of tornadoes for a more 5%, 5%, and 2% area all in between. Texas should be upgraded to a 10%. They've been seeing some very intense thunderstorms lately. That simply will not stop. The 75-mile-an-hour or greater wind threat, which is basically a tornado, resides itself in Texas, though the 30% 60-mile-an-hour wind threat does sit itself in the northeast. Could see strong winds all throughout tonight here. We've already been seeing it today, and it'll just likely continue. And that hail threat does increase to 30% in the Texas area with the hatched risk. This essentially means that Texas in no way, shape, or form will not be spared by hail, especially this 30% area. You can see extremely large hail, and you can see that persistently pretty much throughout all of the nighttime into tomorrow. It will be consistently hailing, but it could be hailing for multiple moments or even several hours on end as the storms sort of train over themselves. Let's hope that's not the case. Tomorrow does look like a slight risk. Same area for Texas. Marginal risk all in between here. Could see intense severe thunderstorms in this area in the form of tornadoes, wind, and hail, with the 5% area of hail sitting in the Indiana, Kentucky, and Illinois area. Finally, to end the severe weather outbreak, on day 3, we see a big flat marginal risk here. Not really intense severe weather is what we're forecasting, but more of just a general thunderstorm activity that could become severe at moments. Well, thanks everybody for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on those notifications, get weather updates from me. I really want everybody to be weather aware because a lot of these thunderstorms can be severe and dangerous at times, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. Too many people don't receive the warnings or don't pay attention to them and end up getting hurt. I hope I can get in the way of that in any way. I'll see you guys later, and goodbye.